If you see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the left, I got me a car as big as a whale and heading on down to the love shack. I got me a Chrysler and it's about 20, so hurry up and put in your jukebox money. Jack. Oh, that's where it's at. Oh, that's where it's at. I'm there. Ballroom at the Love Shack.
Way back in the middle, still just fucking old shack, and I gotta get back. Glitter on your palette, glitter on your palette, glitter on your palette.
And I'm kissing, and next to nothing, nothing. Oh, shipping. Oh, shipping. Shipping when everybody's moving around and around and around. Just to get down. In my Chrysler, it's as big as a whale, and it's about that trail. Big car, it seats about 20 pounds, and bring your shoes hot money. That's where it's at, yeah. Oh, that's where it's at. Out of it. And hear you. And hear you. That's all. About tea.
The explosion.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I got to tell you about the fabulous, most groovy bell bottoms. Bell bottom. Bell bottom. Bell bottom. Bell bottom. Bell bottom. Bell bottom. I'm going to break. I'm going to break. I'm going to break. Come on. Bell bottoms. Bell bottoms. Bell bottoms.
I swear at this moment, I'm on. Sam, I said to you, I just Eugene, baby, LA lady, seamstress for the band, pretty eyed, pirate smile. You marry a music man, ballerina. You must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me, tiny dancer in my hand. Jesus freaks out in the street, and then tickets out for gold. Turning back, she just laughs. Well, love art is not that bad. That old man makes you stand in their auditorium. And on she sings the song, the words she knows, tune she hums. Oh, how it feels so real, lying here with no one near, only you, and you can't hear me. And I say it softly, so Sometimes dances. And she's so blaming. Today. Sometimes on the highway. And she's so blaming. In there, lady, seems to sort of bang. Pretty eyes, heart smile, merry music bang. Just to see you know, that's the man the same. Now she's in me. I dance in my head. I feel so real, lying here. You know I'm near, only you, and you can hear me when I say softly, softly. Time to dance, that's on the highway, and she's so damn. Today, so time to dance. It's on the highway. She's so blaming.
Good morning, everybody. We are just about to begin our ceremony. At this time, we'd like to ask the audience to please keep all the aisleways clear during the ceremony. This is also a good time to silence all cell phones and devices. Thank you.
Spaces not even
Welcome, everyone. Please be seated. Okay. Good morning. My name is Brookie Best, and I am the Dean of the UC San Diego Skaggs School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. It is my honor to welcome you all, the class of 2023, family, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests to our commencement ceremony. To start us off today, I am pleased to introduce our Executive Vice Chancellor, Elizabeth Simmons, to provide a welcome and comments.
Thank you, Dean Best. Good morning and congratulations to the class of 2023. As UC San Diego's Executive Vice Chancellor, I serve as the Chief Academic Officer, working with students, staff, and faculty to advance UC San Diego's excellence as an inclusive, student-centered, research-focused, service-oriented, inclusive public university. I aspire for UC San Diego to be as proudly innovative in education as we have long been in scholarship, so that every single Triton graduates with the knowledge, skills, and experiences needed in a diverse and complex world. And I think in the professions that you are entering, that will be more essential than ever. And today is really all about you, graduates, your friends and family members, and all of my colleagues here today with me take great pride in everything that you have accomplished to get to this moment. You've succeeded in completing your academic missions at a rigorous, top-ranked global university during a period of pandemic and of great uncertainty. And for that, you are really to be honored and congratulated. Your presence this morning and everything that you have achieved are proof of your commendable resilience and drive and talent. You represent one of the highest residency match rates in the state. 80% of Skaggs students who applied were matched. And you also have one of the highest fellowship rates in Skaggs as well. And in addition to your academic and scholarly achievements, the class of 2023 is really an exemplar of the Triton commitment to public service. I know that many of you played a key role in helping get our community vaccinated during the height of the pandemic, which took a lot of courage and I know took a lot of precious time as well to help with that. Nearly half of our graduates today are also pursuing careers in public pharmacies, which is also fantastic. So congratulations to all of you. I would note that the opportunity to teach and to collaborate with just outstanding students like you is a large part of what drives us to be able to recruit our outstanding faculty. They want to be here to work with you. So thank you also for that way in which you contribute to the University of California, San Diego. So with that, let me turn things back over to Dean Best so we can advance in the program. Thank you.
Okay. So today, we celebrate the achievements of our graduating class who have worked tirelessly to reach this important milestone. Since our first 2 quarters together in your first year, biopharmaceutics and again in clinical research design, where you took your final exam the day before the world shut down, I have watched you grow and develop. You have dealt with unimaginable disruptions and changes in the world over the last 4 years during your training. Your ability to pivot, adapt, and adjust gives me great confidence that you will be able to handle anything that comes your way in the future. It has been a privilege and an honor to witness your transformation into the compassionate and dedicated pharmacists you have become. So to the graduates, I want to say congratulations. This is a momentous achievement, which is permanent. You will now be doctors of pharmacy for the rest of your lives. Your hard work, dedication, and perseverance have paid off. To the parents and family members and friends who have supported our graduates through their doctoral program, Thank you for your support. Your love, guidance, and encouragement have been instrumental to their success. To our preceptors and faculty, the education, guidance, mentorship, role modeling, and support that you wholeheartedly and generously provide to our students throughout their time here is critically important to their professional development as healthcare providers. Please stand and be recognized so we may all express our thanks. As you move forward from this point, you will face new challenges, opportunities, and experiences. With the skills and knowledge you have gained here, I have no doubt that you will navigate these challenges with confidence and grace. As you move into the next phase of your professional careers, keep learning, growing, and pushing yourselves to be advocates for your patients and communities. Strive for excellence and use your talents and abilities to create positive change in our profession and in the world. Remember, you are not alone. You have the support of your families, loved ones, and fellow classmates. You remain part of the Skaggs family and part of a larger community of pharmacists who share your passion and your commitment to optimizing medication use and improving human health. We all believe in you and in your ability to make a positive impact in the world. Throughout your career, when you need advice or guidance, or when you want to teach or mentor or give back, please reach out. We will continue to be here for you. I am so excited to see what your futures hold, and I'm proud to be your colleague. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your journey. Congratulations, class of 2023. Next, I would like to welcome our Assistant Vice Chancellor for Health Sciences Academic Affairs, Dr. Robert Ross, to provide a welcome and remarks.
Thank you, Dean Best. Good morning. I'm Robert Ross, the Assistant Vice Chancellor for Health Science Academic Affairs. On behalf of everyone at UCSD Health Sciences, I want to extend my congratulations to all of you on this very special day. I must say that I feel fortunate to have taught a few lectures to your group, but that was several years ago and so much has happened since then. Who could have predicted that your pharmacy education would take place in the midst of a global pandemic? I'm sure this distracted you as you worried about your loved ones and your communities, but you still managed to stay focused on your training, which is a testament to resilience and determination. Despite the challenges you faced, you have all succeeded beyond what we could have imagined. Skaggs graduates have always been an astonishing group of professionals. In the short time you've been here, you and your school have made such a large number of discoveries to better human health. Some of these extraordinary advances include sensors that can track toxins, pollutants, and drugs, identifying how microorganisms in each and every person can uniquely alter the effectiveness of medications, finding creative ways to repurpose existing drugs so they could be used as cures for cancers, infections, and neurological diseases, and critically, combating the growing opioid epidemic by initiating programs to educate our entire campus and the San Diego community in the use of naloxone to save lives. Our graduates never stop learning. Your achievements don't stop here. Many of you will continue on to postdoctoral fellowships and residencies, become devoted and trusted community clinicians, or become innovators in the healthcare industry. All of these positions are hallmarks of Skaggs graduates who surpass those of other pharmacy schools across the US. Of course, healthcare and your role in it are continually evolving. I'm confident you will be focusing on pushing the boundaries of cutting-edge research, figuring out creative ways of implementing and disseminating therapies, and with this, transforming lives. I need to personally note the ways you've impacted our community. Many of you have served in our student-run free clinics, providing assistance to those who otherwise lack adequate access to healthcare and social services, and who so much value a pharmacist's help. I know you offered a listening ear, a comforting word, and a resource for others, guiding them to access in so many needed services. Just last week, I attended a conference on our campus focused on UCSD's new Jacobs Center for Health Innovation. There, I heard a patient discuss how crucial the guidance of a UCSD pharmacist was to treating his blood pressure. He told the group that when he achieved perfect control of his hypertension, he graduated from this intensive management program, and his weekly calls with the pharmacist stopped. It was then that he felt as if he'd lost a great friend. It's clear that your role as pharmacist will elicit this heartfelt impact. I'm also aware you advocated for equity and justice in so many ways, in therapeutic algorithms, advancing our inclusive climate, and establishing equitable access for all in STEM and quality healthcare. COVID-19 presented unprecedented challenges and revelations, and we have all seen that the burden of the pandemic has not been shouldered equally. Many communities of color had the greatest rates of COVID-19, the greatest number of deaths, and the least access to vaccines. That's likely rooted in policies that negatively impact a community's health, which are steeped in a long history of racism, disproportionately affecting historically marginalized groups. I know that your classes recognize this problem and strategize on how to find solutions to these injustices. I hope you will continue to do so throughout your entire career. Importantly, I want to acknowledge the excellence of you and your outstanding faculty. Despite your school being only 21 years young, it has developed an enviable track record. For instance, classes at SCAGS have consistently achieved one of the highest pass rates in the country on the NAPLEX licensing exam year after year. And with the success of our graduates, your school has been listed amongst the top 20 pharmacy schools in the nation by US News and World Report. Most importantly, you formed a very special community, one that includes your fellow students, your teachers, community partners, as well as medical students, pharmacists, and physicians at UCSD Health. Treasure this very special healthcare bond. I've seen this when attending in the coronary care unit, where I so appreciate having a pharmacist colleague as a team member to assist with managing the complex medication regimens of our patients. I also saw this myself during the pandemic as I worked alongside some of you vaccinating our community at UCSD's incredible Petco Park Vaccine Superstation and in our campus Remac Arena vaccine site. You represent our generation of pharmacists. As you learned during your training, you will carry forward as so appreciated therapeutic experts as key members of our healthcare teams. I hope that you will remember the ties and experiences you have encountered at UCSD Health Sciences and your school as you move forward in your careers, and that you will continue to stay involved as an active alumni of SSPBS. Congratulations to you, your families, and your loved ones on all your achievements, and thank you for being such an amazing group of pharmacy school graduates. And of course, an early happy Mother's Day to all the mothers here today. Thank you.
All right. Next, I am delighted to introduce our speakers from the graduating class of 2023, George Eid and Sherry Ibrahim.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sherry Ibrahim, and it's my absolute honor to be standing here to represent the class of 2023 as we celebrate our wonderful accomplishments. I wanted to start by saying thank you to everyone for being on here for this very special day, whether in person or joining us in the live stream. Thank you to all our families, friends, and loved ones who traveled long distances to be here. And I wanted to say happy early Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers here today who've been our rocks these past years. They've been our shoulders to cry on and the ones who answered our phone calls every time we thought we were going to fail pharmacy school. So love you, Mom. I wanted to also take a moment to thank my beautiful friends for being here. And thank you to my biggest supporters all these years, my mom, dad, and sister. They have kept me sane through the toughest of times. And although life hasn't been easy after moving from Egypt, they have always put me and my sister first. And I wouldn't be standing here without the three of them. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to the best faculty and staff who've been our greatest support these past 4 years, who've made these past 4 years as perfect as possible. COVID started our P1 year a week before our second quarter finals. In the midst of chaos and uncertainties, our school and faculty, being the superstars they prioritized our learning and made flawless transitions to create what we called it Zoom University curriculum. We're so grateful for all of you. So thank you to our Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Dean Best, and all the staff and faculty. To my dear classmates, like many of you, I feel like this day is a dream. Our white coat ceremony feels like a couple of months ago. I still remember our first week of orientation with people crying in the bathroom and imposter syndrome gradually creeping in as we started studying and learning. We've all overcome many struggles in a pandemic these past years. Going through all that and being here today makes me certain that we can overcome any future challenges that will come our way. Each one of you has taught me something over the years. You're all amazing leaders and mentors, and I have no doubt that you'll be successful in everything that you put your mind to. And I'm sure that many of you will go on to be community pharmacy managers, published authors to many research papers, strong clinical pharmacists, and pharmacy school professors. Always remember that you were handpicked by a rigorous interview process that chose you because you're not just smart, but because they saw a leader who will be able to overcome the challenges of our unique curriculum and will be able to grow and utilize the tools gained from classes, rotations, extracurricular activities, and leadership positions, so that at the end of the day, we can improve patient care. The roller coaster ride that we've all shared these past 4 years have taught me 3 things. First is to never give up. We will all fail at times, but that should never stop us from pursuing anything we desire. The only way to learn and grow is to fail first. Second is to make sure that you take care of yourselves. Each one of us is embarking on a new journey, whether it's residency or industry or community pharmacy. Make sure that in the midst of the craziness, you give time for yourselves to enjoy life. You need to take care of yourselves first to effectively take care of your patients. Third is to always treat patients like family. This is a lesson that I've learned from my grandfather, and I was able to apply it through my APU rotations this year. He owned a pharmacy in an underserved area in Egypt, and at times when clinicians weren't able to diagnose their patients, they would send the patients to my grandfather, who would diagnose them, compound their medications, and give it to them for free because he cared more about their well-being than his own personal gain. And that was a beautiful mindset that changed the way I see patients and interacted with them. Always make sure to look back at what you've achieved and remember this moment, because after all the all-nighters, tears before exams, stress before every OSCE, and the pain of having to rewatch your OSCE recording to evaluate ourselves afterwards, and the feelings of doubt during our small group conferences, thinking how we will shove all this information in our brains before every exam, and it has all finally paid off and we're here. In a few minutes, we'll be walking across the stage and moving into the next chapter of our lives. And I'm extremely proud of every single one of you for getting here and after everything we've gone through. Class of 2023, I can't thank you enough for this wonderful 4-year journey. I couldn't have asked for better friends and hopefully future coworkers in this small pharmacy world. Each one of you has a special place in my heart, and I'm forever grateful for all the memories we've shared. Love you all from the bottom of my heart, and I can't wait to hear about all your success stories. We made it. And now I would like to pass the mic to George.
Woo! Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Let's go. My name is George, and I'm so honored to represent the class of 2023 today. Greetings, friends, family, faculty, staff, guests. I'm so happy that all of you came today to celebrate our success. Congratulations to class of 2023. Again, make some noise, please. We made it through the challenging years of studying, sleepless nights, and most importantly, COVID. Everyone, we are now officially pharmacy professionals, and the word better watch out for us. Today, I stand here with immense gratitude, knowing that I wouldn't have reached this milestone without the underwhelming support of my grandmother and aunt who actually helped us come to the US, without the sacrifices that my brother, my mom, and my dad made whenever we moved to the US so we can stay here. Without all my friends, without my group, without Squatito, where are you guys? Let's go. So these, past 9 years in the US has been tough, but it was good. It was good. I can't complain. I would like to thank all the preceptors, all the mentors, all my cherished friends who kept me sane throughout this journey, my teachers who guided me every step of the way, and of course, my beloved SCAX family. So thank you so much. And I thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I remember our first day in pharmacy school. I don't know if you guys remember that long orientation, but I do remember that orientation. Where we all were there, we were all confused. But here we are, sitting here, tall and proud with our regalia. So I'm so proud of every single one of you. Another thing that I would want to say is that we've all became experts, with dealing with Dr. Google's patients who come, and diagnose themselves with like few clicks on the internet while we're working at a community pharmacy, and they just come and say, I have this tropical disease. And we just have to, go through things and just let them know, you guys, you're fine. You're fine. We got you. So now I know some of us struggled, throughout pharmacy school with a never-ending list of drug interactions, side effects, and dosage that seems to change faster than an Instagram story. Don't you guys agree? And let's not forget the countless times we mixed prednisone with prednisolone and dopamine with dobutamine. I still kind of mix them up sometimes, from time to time. Okay, now I'm gonna be serious. But despite all the challenges, we formed lifelong friendship, bonded over our shared love of caffeine, and become masters of time management. Because let's be honest, we had to juggle studying, rotations, and social life. And mainly, social life, what I mean by that is just studying in the grad housing, rooms with each other. As we venture out into the real world of pharmacy, let's remember to always put patient care first, even when they ask us for something for that cough, without giving us any information about that cough. Let's also remember to stay calm and composed when we receive a prescription with more refills than the entire Harry Potter series. And let's not forget to keep our sense of humor intact, because there's one thing that pharmacy school has taught me. It's that laughter is the best medicine, except when it's contraindicated with history of inappropriate giggling. Where are you, Brooke? We love her. She has the cutest giggle and laugh. We're gonna always remember that. So class of 2023, let's raise our pill bottles in celebration. Here's to a future life filled with drug interactions that actually make sense, pill countings that always accurate, and patients who know the difference between a pharmacist and a barista. Congratulations again, class of 2023, and may the RX be ever in your favor. Thank you again.
All right, thank you. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our esteemed commencement speaker, Dr. Marie Chisholm Burns. She is the Executive Vice President and Provost of Oregon Health and Science University. She is also the J.S. Reinschmidt Endowed Professor in the OHSU School of Medicine. She previously served as Dean and Distinguished Professor of the University of Tennessee Health Science Center College of Pharmacy, as professor and head of the Department of Pharmacy Practice and Science at the University of Arizona College of Pharmacy, as a faculty at the University of Georgia College of Pharmacy. Guided by a driving vision to make a difference, Dr. Chisholm Burns is a strong proponent of initiatives, services, and opportunities to advance access and success among patients, students, faculty, staff, and other stakeholders. Further, she is a committed advocate and has a proven track record of advancing equity, inclusivity, and diversity in higher education, and has published extensively in this area. Dr. Chisholm Burns has a BS in Pharmacy, Doctor of Pharmacy, Master of Public Health, Master of Business Administration, and Doctor of Philosophy degree with an emphasis in health sciences. She completed her residency at Mercer University Southern School of Pharmacy and at Piedmont Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Chisholm Burns is founder and director of the Medication Access Program, which increases medication access to solid organ transplant recipients. She's a member of the American Society of Transplantation Board of Directors and of the National Academies of Practice. She has also served in numerous elected leadership positions in several different professional organizations and worked in multiple pharmacy settings. As a dedicated scholar, she has more than 380 publications and over 19 million in external funding as principal investigator and co-investigator from organizations such as the National Institutes of Health and foundations. She's published several textbooks adopted in many schools, and a couple of the textbooks have each received the Medical Book Award from the American Medical Writers Association. She's received numerous awards and honors from national organizations, including lifetime awards for her research achievements, her leadership acumen, clinician and practice awards, and distinguished educator awards. I am thrilled to invite Dr. Marie Chisholm Burns to provide our commencement address.
Good morning and happy Mother's Day weekend. Thank you, Dean Best, for that wonderful introduction and for the distinguished honor of addressing the graduating class of the University of California, San Diego Skaggs School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Graduates, guests, faculty, and staff, it is with great pleasure and pride that I stand before you here today. At this time, I would like to recognize the guests who are here today, the families and friends who richly deserve credit for their part in the lives of the graduates and today's ceremony. Graduates, please give them a round of applause. To the graduates, I would like to say congratulations on your achievement. You have accomplished a great goal. A goal that you have been seeking for a number of years, a degree in pharmacy. I, along with everyone here, am justly proud of you. Now, when first asked to deliver this graduation address, one of my foremost thoughts was, what am I going to speak about? I am well accustomed to speaking on topics such as transplant medicine, hypertension, and diabetes. I thought to myself, perhaps this is my opportunity to lecture to UC San Diego's graduates about these disease states. After all, as pharmacists, individuals will entrust you with their greatest asset, the health of themselves and their loved ones. Then I thought to myself, they have heard all of this before from some of the greatest pharmacy professors in the country, and therefore it makes no sense for me to tamper with perfection. Again, I asked myself, what should I speak about? I decided that I should deliver to the class a motivational lesson on the many great things the future holds. Today, I'm going to briefly speak with you about real magic. I was first introduced to the concept of real magic several years ago in a book that was given to me by a colleague, friend, and role model. However, it wasn't until a year after reading this book that I began to understand the astonishing effects of real magic. So let's think about real magic for a minute. According to the illustrious magician, Harry Houdini, magic is achieved through illusions. But later in his career, even the great Houdini himself alluded to something he experienced beyond illusions. In his life, he acquired the ability to produce effects that exceeded his own expectations, effects he could not explain, effects he called real magic. Now, understand if the term real magic seems to be somewhat of a paradox. You might think, how can something real be magical? Or how can something magical be real? However, I will point out to you today how each of us has the ability to produce real magic in our own lives. The first thing that must happen to experience real magic is to find purpose in your life and to live your life on purpose. You must look beyond single achievements as performance indicators of your life's mission. And as you live your life on purpose, you will move beyond individual accomplishments and you will gain and maintain a sense of joy in your mission. Once you begin a journey of life on purpose, you enter the realm of real magic. Graduates, align yourself with your purpose. I know for me, explaining and examining the most important aspects of my life, they are all aligned with my life's purpose. You see, when you align yourself with your purpose, what many view as hard work isn't really hard, nor is it work. It's your purpose, your mission, your life. Today, graduates, marks a new beginning for you in so many ways. Most of you will soon start new jobs, enter into residency or fellowship programs, move to another state or perhaps another country, or perhaps even enter into another degree program. This may be a good time for you to examine your life and begin to develop your purpose if you haven't already done so. In developing your purpose, remember to build your career and personal life on principles, values, character, and integrity. Let these guide your mechanism of action. In developing your purpose, remember two things. First, your purpose should be about caring, giving, loving, sharing, and promoting harmony. And second, remember to hold on to your principles. For you see, your job and many other things in your life may change, but your underlying core principles should remain the same. And as you prepare for this exploration in implementing real magic in your life, and as you leave one era of your life and enter into another, I would like to deliver to the class of 2023 the most beneficial lesson that I can give you. There's an ancient Zen proverb that states, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Let's examine the three key words in that proverb. The first key word is student. Be a student. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear, and every single person you encounter has something to teach you. The ability to create real magic first begins with you being a student. The second key word is ready. It refers to being open. As a student, you should be open and eager to learn. And the third key word in the proverb is teacher. The teacher is everywhere. The assistance that you will need will be provided to you as you convert your readiness to willingness. When you, the student, is ready and willing, the teacher will be there. You simply have to look around with unblinded vision and ask yourself, who is my teacher? The teacher is everyone and everything you encounter. Today, as you are pursuing your life on purpose and gaining the ability to make real magic, you will recognize the many teachers that are all around you. Now, there are a few simple strategies for achieving real magic in your lives. I think of them as a prescription that contains 7 essential ingredients. The first ingredient is knowing that there's an invisible and powerful force within you. This force controls your drive, your determination, your motivation, your desire. For the sailors in the group, it is the wind in your sails. Please don't allow anyone to take this away from you. The second ingredient involves controlling your thoughts and understanding that your thoughts originate within you. Remember to watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Choose your words, for they become your actions. Understand your actions, for they become your character. Develop your character, for it will become your destiny. The third ingredient involves recognizing that there are no limits. For you see, limits are products of your thoughts and you control your thoughts. So be a person that accepts no limits as opportunities are all around you. To enhance the first, second, and third ingredient, ingredient 4 involves overcoming your challenges. Leave behind the thought that you cannot achieve your dreams because you can. Someone once told me that life is like a camera. Focus on what is important, capture the good times, develop from the negatives, and if it doesn't work out, just take another shot. Graduates, when you experience challenges, don't be afraid to take another shot. Ingredient 5 involves actively participating in promoting goodwill and harmony in your families and in your communities. Ingredient 6 involves living a life of happiness. In my opinion, there are 3 essential needs to make one happy. The first is something to do. The second is something to look forward to. And the third is to have someone to love. Of these 3 components for happiness, the greatest of these is someone to love. A well-known contemporary novelist wrote one of the greatest descriptions of love when he stated, "When we love, we always strive to be better than we are. And when we strive to be better than we are, everything around us becomes better too." The 7th and the final ingredient involves living a full life, a life that has emotional, creative, and intellectual influences. This prescription for real magic will produce the desired outcomes of a successful life. Now let's spend a couple of minutes defining the term successful. Successful is a person who has lived well, laughed often, and loved much, who has gained the respect of children, who leaves the world better than they found it, who has never lacked appreciation for Earth's beauty, who never fails to look for the best in others or give the best of themselves. In our later years, if we could honestly say that we accomplished these things, we will have lived a successful life. There are 4 powerful mental laws that will help you achieve success. The first law is the law of belief. This law states that whatever you believe with conviction becomes your reality. If you believe you're going to become a great success, you will be successful. The second law is the law of expectations. This law says that whatever you expect with confidence becomes your own self-fulfilling prophecy. Positive, successful individuals have an attitude of positive, successful expectancy. Graduates, go forth and create your successful future. The third law is the law of attraction. This law states that you're a living magnet, that you attract people and circumstances in your life that harmonize with your dominant thoughts. The more you think about something, the more you attract it into your life. Graduates, think positive, and like a magnet, you will attract the resources needed to achieve your successes. And the final law, which links all of these laws, is the law of correspondence. This law says that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. In 1905, Dr. William James of Harvard said, "The greatest revolution of my generation is the discovery that individuals, by changing their inner attitudes of mind, can change the outer aspects of their lives." Graduates, these laws of belief, expectations, attraction, and correspondence are the keys to continuing to accomplish wonderful things in your lives. But remember, don't get confused about success. Success is not accomplished by achieving a single goal in and of itself. Success is not obtained by getting a certain job or having a job title, nor is it about making or having a certain amount of money. Think of success as a journey and not as a destination. And graduates, I'm not promising you that your journey of success will always be easy. In fact, I can assure you that you will experience some difficult times. There will be stumbling blocks, but use these stumbling blocks as stepping stones. Last but certainly not least, use your real magic to strive for excellence. And what is excellence? For me, excellence is a result of caring more than others think is wise, risking more than others think is safe, dreaming more than others think is practical, and expecting more than others think is possible. Graduates, in everything you do, strive for excellence and make it part of your life's purpose. So, my friends, I submit to you that real magic is more than a philosophical paradox. It's a way of life, a life filled with purpose, learning, love, success, happiness, and excellence. Graduates, today and every day, I wish each and every one of you a life of real magic. Thank you. And again, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Okay, next, I am pleased to invite EVC Simmons back to the podium to confer your Doctor of Pharmacy degree.
You know, over the course of my career, I think I've participated in nearly 100 commencement exercises at universities. And I have to say that while they're always happy occasions, I think this one is perhaps the most warm and personal and joyous one that I've participated in. I can see what a special community the SCAG School really is. And so, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the University of California, San Diego, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the regents of the University of California, the president of the University of California, and the chancellor of UC San Diego, I hereby confer upon you the doctoral degree to which you are entitled, with all of the honors, recognition, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
All right. Next, I am pleased to introduce our Associate Dean for Student Affairs, Dr. Candace Morello, to lead us through the presentation and hooding of the graduates with the assistance of Drs. Chuck Daniels, Renu Singh, and Shirley Sunoda.
Everyone can take their positions. Shorties have to find the solution, right? Welcome, everyone. I have to tell you, it is my distinct pleasure to have served as the Associate Dean for Student Affairs for this amazing class of 2023 over the last 4 years. Congratulations to all of you. I want to welcome the family, the friends, the faculty, our esteemed leaders of this school, our staff we've all supported you during your journey. And we will be able to commence with you being hooded for your doctorates. Family, I want to let you know that the graduates will be walking through this aisle here. They will be joined by one of our faculty members, and they will walk up the stairs. There'll be a photo over here where they get hooded, and they'll walk behind me and meet the dean for their diploma. And then there'll be another opportunity for a photo over there. So please just stay behind the stanchions that are placed for if you want to come up and take a photo. But please know there will be many professional photos as well. One other thing, before I call the names, I want to just direct you to these cords that you see here. They are green and gold. They signify Phi Lambda Sigma, and the graduates who come up with those, it's signifying their membership into this Phi Lambda Sigma National Leadership Society. Are you ready? Okay. And we shall begin with Dr. Sam Abellion. Dr. Andrew Bond. Dr. Micah Holmes Baugh. Dr. Teresa Benbarka. Dr. Chelsea Lynn Buckpera. Dr. Deanna Ceballos. Dr. Michelle Chow. Dr. Ernest Chow. Dr. Shamim Darchini. Dr. Mary Darajati. Dr. George Eid. Dr. Christina Eldeba. Dr. Sydney Renee Fuertes. Dr. Jessica Gutierrez. Dr. Tristan Hankard. Dr. Beverly Herc. Dr. Sherry Ibrahim. Dr. Serena Renee Jenkins. Dr. Natalie Jean Karapetian. Dr. Gayane Maria Chechechian. Dr. Duro Keshishi. Dr. Sahar Khalili. Dr. Michael Kong Q. Dr. Chow Hong Bao Lei. Dr. Fong Lei. Dr. Amy Leung. Dr. Michael James Lay. Dr. Emily Lim. Dr. Caitlin McFarland. Dr. Aisel Medina. Dr. Mary McHale. Dr. Vivian No. Dr. Christine Yuinton Nguyen. Dr. Penelope Samtochi Wokwa. Dr. Chelsea Michelle Oy. Dr. Sharon G1 Oy. O, that'd be O. Dr. Kyle Oda. Dr. Parto Pakravan. Dr. Sinhei Julie Park. Dr. Dylan Mintuan Pham. Dr. Kangi Piercy is not able to be here with us today, but let's give her a big round of applause. Dr. Jessica Ramirez. Dr. Jennifer Ree. Dr. Tyler Charles Sanders. Dr. Tiffany Nicole Shea. Dr. Stephen Sun. Dr. Jennifer Ta. Dr. Tommy Tai. Dr. Samantha Thompson. Dr. Sandra Toma. Dr. Sarah Toma. Dr. Daniel Tran. Dr. Kwa Dang Boon. Dr. Brooke Wallace. Dr. Raymond Wen. Dr. Michelle Wu. Dr. Jia Jenny Yang. Please give a round of applause for another graduate who could not be here with us today, Stephanie Yoon. And last, but certainly not the least, we have Dr. Maya Yu. Each graduate deserves their moment. And with that, I ask that we give a huge round of applause for the class of 2023. And next, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our alumni speaker. Please come on the stage, Dr. Courtney Mock Williford, alumnus class of 2019. Once in the Skaggs family, always in the Skaggs family.
Hello, graduates. Scaggsville Pharmacy Class of 2023. Congratulations for reaching this milestone. Y'all did it. Let that sink in right now at this very moment. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. You should be proud of yourselves for reaching this milestone. Oftentimes, I feel like we don't celebrate ourselves enough. So I want to take the time right now for you to give yourself another round of applause. I am honored and very proud to stand here today as a Skaggs alumna. For those who don't know me, I graduated in 2019. I completed 2 years of clinical residency. I practiced as an infectious diseases pharmacist and have recently transitioned into a clinical pharmacologist role in the pharmaceutical industry. So when I received this invitation to be the alumni speaker, I asked myself what I can offer you. I was just in your shoes not too long ago, so I really identify with you and what you're going through at this very moment when you're sitting in your seats. I want to utilize this time to share some attributes, word of advice, words of encouragement that can help you thrive both personally and professionally as you begin the next phase of your life. As pharmacists, you have the opportunity to improve the lives of your patients irrespective of your work setting. You have the power to make a difference in every person's life. And with the ever-evolving landscape of healthcare, you must be willing to adapt, learn, and grow as a professional. Which brings me to the first two attributes, as they do go hand in hand, and that's curiosity and creativity. Stay curious and never stop asking questions. Challenge what you learn, the workflow, and the system you work in. And always wonder why things are the way they are. Because your curiosity will lead to discovery, and your discovery will lead to innovation. And one aspect about being an innovative thinker is by being creative. So be creative. Don't be afraid to try new things, suggest ideas, and voice your opinion. The healthcare industry is in a constant flux, and we need pharmacists to think outside the box. Embrace new technology and advancement that come our way, but remember to never lose sight of the human touch. I know sometimes we go through the motions and we lose sight of the bigger picture. So I encourage you to take a step back from what you're doing and remember that patients are not just a number or a statistic. They are real people with real needs and concerns. As you embark this journey, I encourage you to remain curious and creative, because it will open up new opportunities and experiences for you and transform your life. The next quality is being your word, and you must be wondering, what does this really mean? It means that you will do what you'll say you'll do. You'll own it, and you'll communicate it the first thing you realize you cannot fulfill upon what you promised. Because the people you work with will see your sense of ownership, will see your sense of communication, and they will know that you're a reliable individual that they can trust. They can trust your words and your actions, and this is extremely crucial in the healthcare world. But it's not enough to be curious, creative, or your word. You must be able to make meaningful connections with people you work with. And you must be wondering how. You do it all the time. To make connections, you have to make people feel comfortable to be around you. And in doing so, you have the opportunity to inspire and impact their lives, whether it's patients, colleagues, friends, or family. As you leave the walls of SCAGs, I want to take you down memory lane a little bit. I want you to reflect on why you chose the field of pharmacy as your profession. If what you envision is different from when you first walked into pharmacy school, it is okay. Much like how healthcare is constantly evolving, so are you. Your interests, your goals, your priorities may shift over time, and that's perfectly normal. It's important to be true to yourself and for you to know what you want out of life. So continue to identify your interests, goals, priorities, and passion as a pharmacist, because it's essential to your success and fulfillment in this profession. It is acceptable and absolutely acceptable to alter your course and chase your dreams with courage. I know for our entire academic life, we are constantly being compared to other people, whether it's getting accepted into pharmacy school, fellowship, residency, or getting a job. But the most important part about this entire process is within you. And what I mean by that is you should not compare yourself to other people. Every single one of us has distinct aspiration, work satisfaction, and a different definition of success, making us all unique individuals. This is your journey in life, your profession, and ultimately your story. So live your life for yourself and let your own aspirations guide you. As you navigate your careers, you may encounter road bumps, challenges, obstacles, but keep in mind that you have the capability to overcome them. You have been trained to handle the most difficult situations and make sound decisions. Trust your knowledge, your skills, and instincts. And always remember that SCAGS alumni are here to support you. Additionally, it is essential to recognize that you will make mistakes. We are all human and it is inevitable. But the key really is to adopt a constructive approach towards your mistakes that will lead you towards triumph. Admit your mistakes, inform those who are infected by it, set up a mechanism to prevent its reoccurrence, and move forward, because it's not about morality, it's about integrity. So in closing, remember to never stop learning and growing as a professional. Pharmacy is a dynamic field, and your PharmD degree provides endless opportunities for personal and professional growth. Continue to stay curious, be creative, be your word, embrace what excites you and what inspires you. Seek out new opportunity to expand your knowledge and skills. Don't be afraid to take new risks and pursue your dreams. Remember, it is okay to make career changes along the way and that you will always have SCAGS as your support system. Congratulations again, class of 2023. I wish you all the best as you begin this new chapter in your life, and welcome to the SCAGS alumni crew.
All right. Thank you all so much for attending our commencement and celebrating this phenomenal class of 2023. I would like to invite everyone to join us for a reception and light refreshments on the east lawn of the Pharmaceutical Sciences Building. For now, however, please remain seated and keep the aisles clear as our graduates and our faculty exit the building. Thank you very much.
made of haters. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world, seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Oh, sweet dreams are made of haters. Who am I to disagree? We travel the world in seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be